So welcome back, everyone. We've been on Facebook, live on Facebook as well. I want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We'll share the show later on. My next guests have been on with me now several times. I have with me Angie, Wilhelm, and Rosanna Ramirez, and they're with Hustl Financial. And Hustl spelled, I'm going to do it every time, Hustl. And I want you to talk a little bit about yourselves, of what you do, and what is so fabulous about your digital credit union that is, here local in Arizona. Go ahead.
Awesome. Okay. Well, my name is Angie, and Hustl Financial is a very fun and unique credit union. We were designed and built for the solopreneur, small entrepreneur, anyone that has a side hustle, essentially. And we created a space where we don't have any brick or mortar branches for them to go in. Everything is online. And the unique thing with that is that because it's a credit union, we can give back to our members in better ways because we don't have all the overhead, like with our rates and some things like that. Some of the resources that are inside the app and also online, they're just great tools for the new up and coming startup or small business that, is just realizing they need to separate their funds. So.
And I gotta say something, because a lot of people have a side hustle today, a lot.
Yeah.
And they just think of it as, oh, this is something I do on the side, but it has to be treated like any other business because and also side hustles can turn into something that's 18 years old, like, what happened to me.
Exactly.
But it's serious, in all honesty, it does have to be treated correctly. So somebody's been doing it, they're listening here, they've been doing their side hustle for a while. Does it matter when they work with you?
It does not. They can start at any time. That's one of the unique things with Hustl is we've got accounts for personal accounts, and we also have accounts for a small single member LLC or sole proprietor. So they can set it up either way. If someone's just getting started and they, one of the things we found is that a lot of small business owners, they would start out maybe in a more traditional business banking setting and they would get feed out where they put their first $100 in and when they're finally starting to make money and they go back to use it, the fees have eaten up what was in there. So with Hustl, we are digital, we have no fees and no minimum balances. So it's a really great place for people to start and teach them the habits and things that they need to get started in that small business or that side hustle so that they can learn and grow, and hopefully as they grow then they can grow into a bigger type of account later.
Right. So Rosanna.
Yes, Rosanna Ramirez, and I am Market Development and PR Manager for Hustl. And I think you just said it, that was what I was going to tell a story of, is one of the things that I love is that this product is really meant for somebody who's got that seedling business, and instead of having to worry about the dynamics of, is this a business account, do I got to go get my EIN number, what are the processes I have to go through, they can get jumpstart right into opening an account and be able to manage their money and create those good behaviors when it comes to managing their hustle. Knowing where every penny is going when it comes in, itemizing it through some of the tools in our folders, and then when they are ready to graduate into that next step, they have more of a documentation, more of a history that they can present to a traditional banking account if that's what they choose to do. A lot of our hustlers decide to stay and just keep this as a great savings account because the rates are amazing. And others will say, I need other services. Where can I go for those? And that's when we would refer them to our parent company, Vantage West Credit Union.
What I also know that you do too is educate.
Absolutely.
Educate, help people out there to, because especially if you are doing this as a side hustle, right? And usually you're not even thinking about the business end of it. You're just thinking about, hey, I got this great idea and somebody's buying it, and now all of a sudden you're just thinking about selling. You're not even thinking about the business side, but you teach that as well online on your website.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got some great resources in our website on Hustl University, but we also have some in-person workshops that are called Grow Your Hustle. Currently, our next one is in Tucson in mid-November. We are next year going to be starting them in the Phoenix area, so stay tuned for that. As we get those dates and things lined out, we will be doing something in the Phoenix market with our Grow Your Hustle, where we can learn from each other and help our fellow hustlers along the way.
Now, this is an only online credit union, please understand that. And what's really cool about that, they don't have any overhead right there. So you said that you have no fees, no minimum balances, and your rates are phenomenal, okay?
Yes, they are.
You wanna talk about them? Or you know?
Well, we can talk about rates, about them being phenomenal. You know, we do stay clear of not announcing what the rates are, just because they are subject to change. So a viewer
Okay.
who's watching this on your website or on YouTube or something might hear
But
and
they're
think,
phenomenal.
but they are
Let's
phenomenal.
talk
I will
about how
tell you
phenomenal.
that they are definitely more than competitive in the market. And what's really nice is sometimes to get some of those really great rates, you have to have a minimum balance requirement. Hustle does not have that. So the whole premise of it is to help those hustlers be able to draw a great dividend, a good interest rate on whatever their balance is. And they don't have to be, you know, $10, $15, $20,000 investors in a deposit account. If $1,000 is what they've made from their side hustle and they're excited about that, we want to reward them just the same.
So again, you could check them out on their website. It's Hustl, Hustl Financial.com. Check it out. There's a lot of people out there that are doing this. Even if you have a small business, you're a solopreneur, that's fine too. Let's say somebody's listening to this and they're a little bit larger and they like credit unions better. Can they work with you?
They definitely can. There's just a limitation on if they're more than a single member LLC, then it may not be the right fit. But we do get a lot of business owners that have larger businesses that maybe they bank somewhere else, that do end up signing up with us and having a smaller account with us because of some of our rates that we have and some of the tools they have. They might have a section or segregation within their business that they're like, oh, well, for maybe the t-shirts or the merchandise, they might keep aside for something, whatever they're doing, that they want to keep a separate record. So it's easy to do something like that. So it's really for anyone. I mean, anyone can get a Hustl account if they're over 18, and it's really a
It's really
phenomenal
not,
account.
there's, the requirement is over 18 and that's it.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how much they put in the first time.
Nope.
Doesn't even matter. But what really matters is that you're doing it correctly. That is what they're trying to help people with, and learning how to separate your funds. That's so important, right?
Yeah.
What we find too is a lot of side hustlers will rely on family, friends, the internet as truth. And so what's really nice about Hustl Financial is not only do we give you those tools for learning, but when we do, because it is all digital, so it doesn't have brick and mortar, but you have that personal connection if you do come to one of our workshops or seminars. And so the whole idea is to get you going with the right information, to get you so that you develop this business on the right foot. And you can really show your profitability, and you can learn from how to really grow your hustle.
What I really like about it too is because a lot of people who are doing a hustle are doing it late at night,
Yes.
right? They're late at night, and you can get that information by being online. You wouldn't have to wait. That's what I love about that part of what you do, because you know so many people know what I'm talking about. That in the middle of the night you're working on something, and always you got a question. Always something comes up, and you can do that through their website,
Absolutely.
right?
And also our social media. One thing I will say is like our Instagram page, our Facebook, we now are getting a TikTok. But some of the social media, there's a lot of really good content and information on there daily, so.
Right, and there is, because I see you all the time. You know, I was on Facebook this morning, and I had just called you and left a message that we're going to be here today. And then the next thing that happened, I went on Facebook, and the first thing that came up was you,
Oh, that's
was
awesome.
Hustle,
I
yeah.
love that.
You know, and I've seen a lot of your things there, and, you know, Instagram as well. And what you're trying to do is to get the word out about how fabulous this is. And you know something, folks, there's so many people out there, you got a small business, you're a solopreneur, doesn't matter, even if you know, you're a solopreneur and you've been in business for a long time. Most times, how many times have you met people that commingle their accounts?
Well, that was actually in our history, both of us have more than a couple of decades in banking, and that seems to be the story often.
Right, and so you don't have to, you could be doing it right off the get-go. That's what they wanna help you guys do that, help you understand your numbers, which also helps you grow your business. Again, you can check them out on their website, it's Hustl, Hustl Financial.com. Hang tight, we'll be back in just a minute.
Do you have credit cards through your Hustl?
We don't have any lending products right now, our parent company does. So Hustl Financial is actually a product of Vantage West Credit Union, who's been around for 70 years. They were the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base Credit Union. And all of our lending products are through there. So if a Hustl member wants a lending product, we usually just refer them to Vantage West.
How about a debit card?
Hustl Financial does have a debit card.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
so there's access.
I need somebody, just put your business cards down there so
Yeah,
I
she'll give
can
you
take them with
some
me.
information. You got yours.
I got my digital business card. I mean, I have a,
We have flyers. She has a digital business card and a flyer.
would you prefer for me to text it to you or email it to you?
Text,
Text, okay, what is your phone number?
602-547-0446.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. You getting ready?
No, you have time,
Oh, okay.
minute.
Just say the word, lady.
Yeah, hey, so you wanna talk more deeper on your events now, you know, you had said you wanna take the second half of that?
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about 10 West
What
and
we
what
have
that
coming up
means.
and-
Okay, yeah,
Coming up.
free. Okay, I'm doing okay with what I'm doing here?
Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect, yeah.
Good, good.
We
You
love
out of here?
Yeah, I got it. You gotta
Here
go.
now.
It was nice to meet you.
Yes,
Nice to meet you
very
too.
Nice to meet you.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
I love you. I'll see you soon. Couple of weeks,
When am I coming back?
in October.
Okay.
Do you need the date?
Nah, you can
Text
text
it.
it. Girls, it was nice meeting you,
Nice to meet you.
and I hope you have a lot of response from this.
Thank
you.
you.
I know I always do.
No,
Oh,
you're
that's
just a
awesome.
sweetheart. Thank you so much, Doc. Okay, ready?
I always forget we're on Facebook. Hey, Facebook friends.
Yeah, you know, at the break, we are live, so we can talk about something if you want, but we're kinda, I think what happens a lot, though, people do like to see the back, you know, things that are going on when we're at the break, so it's okay. For you, what would you say your favorite thing is about Hustl?
Oh, my favorite thing about Hustl, honestly, is because, well,
That's right.
that basically the fact that we have something that's for the people that kind of got overlooked. And that's my favorite thing, and really being able to promote and share their businesses of our hustlers.
That's awesome. So at the break, we're always talk to everybody here out on Facebook land and stuff like that. And I just asked Angie, I said, and I'm asking Rosanna too, what is your favorite thing about what you do with Hustl? And you said,
I just said that my favorite thing is that we get to actually promote the small business owner, any of our members, we love to promote them on our social media. We want to tell their stories, and I think it's a unique way of doing banking that we don't see. And so anyone that is a member, we love to share their story all the time.
That's so
we
cool,
always
no bank,
request.
no other credit union does that, none. What about you?
So I was alluding a little bit before to the break there, that after all these years, one of the things that, you know, was really affecting me was the fact that these individuals would come with such passion and desire for their new business, and whatever would happen, life would happen, and Angie talked a little bit to it, they would open an account and then it would get feed out, or they would get discouraged because they didn't know what to do. And I love Hustl is like the perfect product for those individuals who want to try something out, see if it works. Maybe they don't need to quit their day job quite yet, but Hustl gives them, again, those behaviors, those skills to make it successful, right? It's not just about starting the business, it's about being able to make it successful so that you can see what it does.
What is the next thing after a hustle in a business, in a small business? What do you call that?
Well, I would say probably the next step would be somebody that is ready to graduate to more products if they're in a business where they've got payroll needs, or they've got, you know, they need to take credit cards, or different things that are just more outside of what Hustl offers. Then that would be where they would want to move to something like that, or they have lending needs, or they have other things, and that's where our parent company comes in, and we like to graduate people to them when they've moved out of the Hustl space, and they need just more traditional banking. We've got those tools too.
One thing we talked about before you ever even came on was that the people that listen to us, and that, you know, that they are, computer savvy,
Mhm.
okay? And most people are today more computer savvy than ever. But is it easy friendly?
Yes, it's very easy friendly. It's
Say
very
that.
easy friendly. I think utilizing the app is extremely easy. You can do everything within the app, even send an invoice to get paid right out of the app, which is one of the features I absolutely love, especially for a small micro business where, you know, those kind of things usually cost money, but within our app, the actual usage of it is free, so it's really a unique thing. People can get paid faster, so I think that's really important.
Reminding that the premise behind a credit union is that it's not that we're not for profit. You know, obviously we make money, but the idea is all the monies that are earned through a credit union are then given back into services and dividend rates and discounts for different products. And so Hustl's no different. Where we are able to offer that no minimum balance, that no checking fee, and also the fact that tools like what Angie's mentioning, the invoicing tool, any of the services that we can provide through there, there's a very either no fee or a very nominal fee that these entrepreneurs, these small businesses would have to cover. And you know, when you're a hustler, every little bit counts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it doesn't matter, every little bit counts for everybody today. But I did wanna say that because, you know, there's, the folks that are listening, first of all, you know, you have children, there's a lot of people that listen that are younger too. But I wanted to say that just because, you know, a lot of people who are, let's say they weren't retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to do something, and maybe they had a hobby, and all of a sudden it turned into something that's sparking into that little hustle, that little side hustle business, and they want you to come and join them. They want you to see how they can do, how they can help you, and not only to start and doing it right off the bat, right? But also help you grow, that's what it's all about. Now, I know that you also have an event coming up November 5th, and we wanted to talk a little bit about that.
We did. So we have a really big announcement coming up, we want to announce something very big. Startup Tucson has an event called 10 West. It's primarily in Tucson, and it runs about the third week of March. And so they have been so great with the small business community, and we are super excited to announce that for 2026 season, Hustl Financial is sponsoring the 10 West movement in Tucson. But what's even more special is that they're looking to grow that statewide. And so what's really nice is that they are going to do a connect so that they can meet with small businesses and we can network November 5th at the Churchill here downtown Phoenix. So you'll get to meet us. Angie and I will be there. So if you want to come meet the Hustl crew, and those who support us will be there as well as the Startup Tucson fam from Tucson will be there. And we're just super excited to be spreading the love up to Phoenix. There's so many entrepreneurs. The panelists that they bring in are phenomenal. And it's an entire week of learning, seminars, workshops, opportunities to learn skills, to work with other businesses. The networking, I can tell you for myself, has been amazing, like the connections we've made. The fact that we're connecting with Startup Tucson and 10 West is amazing. So always a great opportunity. We'd love to see you there. You can visit 10 West online, or you can visit Hustl Financial to get additional information. But again, November 5th at the Churchill, 5:30 to 7:30.
And let me just say this, it's free.
It is free. It is free.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I think it's awesome. Anywhere that you have a group of people, and it's, you know, these are businesses, that there's gonna be vendors there, I'm sure.
Mhm.
There's also gonna be your businesses that are gonna be coming in there and walking around. In any situation like that, you gotta make it networking.
Absolutely.
Right away, you know. I always tell people to talk to everyone within 3 feet of you, and that's networking. But this is an event that they're so excited. You can also go on to Eventbrite if you want to, and go to Startup Tucson right there, and you can also see the information on their website, which is Hustl, HUSTL Financial.com. Again, November 5th at the Churchill downtown in Phoenix, and then it's 5:30 to 7:30 and free.
Mhm.
So and you're so excited about this. One of the things that I see that Hustl does is so much in promoting and talking about this and bringing people together. I think that's really important for them, you know, because I see you're busy. All the time I see you're just running and going to another event. Yes?
Yes, events are one of the ways that we utilize that to reach out to the community and get to meet our members. And so if you are interested in Hustl or you're curious about it, I would definitely invite you to come to the event here for 10 West, because you'll get to see and meet so many amazing, great people. And if you're one of our Hustl members, we need to know, because we want to know who you are and celebrate you and actually help promote and collaborate. So those are the things, and why we love 10 West so much is because there's so much collaboration that goes on, and you just can't meet a better group of people for your business.
Absolutely.
So again, you can go up onto their website, which is Hustl, HUSTL Financial.com. Now, we have your signs up here, and I know that but we also have your icon here that I want you to tell everybody a little bit about.
Yeah, so that's our QR code if you're watching us on Facebook or on the internet in any way. And you can scan that and it'll take you right to our website. So it's just another way to get you on over there so you can see the things. And it will also lead you to our social media. You can scroll down and find our social media handles. And we definitely recommend, if you want to know more, follow us on social media, because there's just so much good information. I mean, almost every day there's something new on there that we put up, and it's just great.
What's great too, there's no fees,
Yes.
no minimum balance. Tell them what else is great about it.
About Hustl is that it is no minimum balance, and we give great benefits and products and services that are at low cost or no cost.
And that's what I love about
and
it.
a great dividend.
Right, and that's what's wonderful. Why? Because it's online. And well, we'll say this, back office, you got them. Back office, you got a lot of information right there on the website. You get it, you'll be able to communicate. I know that's how you work with that. And it's so easy to do. If you are a freelancer, if you're an artist, a baker, if you have a business that you're doing on the side and you're kind of doing it half, guess what? you could do it right by going onto their website and becoming a member. Again, that is Hustl, HUSTL, and then it's financial.com.
And 10 West.
Yes,
Dot
check
com.
us out.